consider subscribing to my dinky little channel here. If this was information that was very hard won on my end, please subscribe. Okay, so a little controversial, but we're going to take a little look at an actual scammer's Instagram, and that'll give you some clues. So if you meet, I would say any lady you meet here, you want to look at their social media. If it looks suspicious, it's suspicious. One of the big things the scammers will do is they'll link one social media account to another, and it's a funnel, and it draws it in narrower and narrower. And they're working you the whole time. They're working you. You don't know it, but they're working you and getting you all interested in them. Again, there's so much commonality to the different scammers that I have no reason to think know each other. I'm confident they don't know each other, yet they're doing the exact same things. There's some kind of general pattern or literal manual they're following. Someone's teaching this somewhere. They're taught how to do sex here. They can go to these schools and learn all kinds of things, which sound great, but they use it against you. They're clearly all doing the same program with the social media. We'll take a look here. I'll walk you through it. It's very telling, and as I walk you through it, it'll look obvious after I say it. It isn't so obvious up front. All right. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around here, and we're going to take a look at this Instagram account. I've blocked out everything that could be used to identify this person. I know her a little bit. She's 24, lives in eastern Thailand, has no visible means of support, yet has money to do all kinds of things, and has offered to meet me, had offered to meet me a couple of times at the mall and go shopping, during which I would be expected to buy a few things, and then maybe we'd go back to a hotel somewhere. We'll go through the account. I'll kind of point out the various little hints and things that kind of, again, it's like the red flags, the 13 deadly signs that your Thai lady's a scammer. I did in 2 videos, and I can do another one of those. I will at some point. No one thing is dispositive of this. It's just a balance, preponderance of the evidence, as an attorney would say. You get the idea. So, all right, let's go take a look at the account. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is this young lady's homepage. She's got a sexy photo here, and you'll see that everywhere. I've kind of been, I watch this, I look at this account every once in a while. I don't know. It's sad. Some of the stuff is just so sad. But she'll go through and eliminate a bunch of her posts, and she'll make these very sexy posts that you could almost think seem innocent a little bit, but well, you'll see some of them. They're a little more overt than others. But she's a very large number of followers. Your average person doesn't have that many followers. So even if this person wasn't a scammer, let's just say they're not. This is someone super into themselves. They're spending all their time and energy on social media. Is this really appropriate girlfriend material? I would say not. They don't follow very many people back, and she goes through and reduces her posts. Someone who really was doing this just for the giggles and for the attention would leave all their posts to show how many posts they have. Again, Thailand's a poor country. People tend not to have a lot, and so they'll pose with someone's car. I had a girl, I guess I have to admit, an attractive 25-year-old in my girlfriend's periphery of friends, want to do some sexy poses sitting on my motorcycle, and I allowed it, and I regretted it in the end, because she was making scammer type photos and to try and get men interested in her and stuff, and it's just not healthy. I don't want to be a part of it. She's got a couple of accounts here. I don't understand Instagram. That might be suspicious. It might not be. But what is suspicious is the overtly sexy photo, going back and reducing the posts, having a huge number of followers, and not following that. I mean, if she had like a ton of friends, 2,000, that's one thing, but it's not. She's attracting all these followers, which I'm willing to bet are 99% men. Anyway, so that's on just this first home page. On 10 seconds, you can take a look and go, this seems suspicious to me. Here's a typical post. I tried to capture this verbiage she had here. It was a double entendre on the straw she was sucking on there, and maybe other things she'd be interested in. And you get the idea. I've blocked it out. You can't tell who this person is, but you get the idea. A normal lady doesn't make posts like this. Won't do something this overtly sexual. This doesn't prove anything by itself, but it's a definite red flag. And that's what we're talking about here, is collecting how many red flags do you see before you say, hey, something's not right here. Now, here in this post, there's some real flowery language here, and some music by Katy Perry. Probably, so when you saw this on Instagram, this would be really exciting maybe or something. And this is what they do a lot, though. This is really, I think this is in someone's teaching all this, okay? And this is in the manual somewhere, because she's got the belly button showing. There's a cleavage up here, cute little look on her face. Her iPhone in the mirror, or the reflection of the glass, looking like, oh, I just walked by and just snapped this little shot. So you tell me the exact amount of cleavage, the belly button showing, the angle of the sun, highlighting everything. That wasn't planned. It was planned. You'll see this in some of the photos. In fact, some of the photos, scammer to scammer to scammer, some of the photos are the exact same pose. The same Instagram account again. This particular pose I see often. These poses that look like it's just a snapshot by a friend or something, it's not. These are all set up and orchestrated. You'll see in a minute. This is just your typical bikini shot. Nothing really particularly interesting here, other than she is in shape. She did a walking video. You could see everything very clearly in her little walking video wearing this. And then that was taken down after a little bit, and then something else was put up in its place. Again, that type of activity on an account is very suspicious. I like this photo here. This is a good example. It looks very last minute, like, oh, my friend and I were just walking in the woods. Really, she goes walking in the woods dressed like this, with her hair all perfect and everything. But you can see the shape of her, cute little butt and her shape, and that she's lean and not. She's letting you know she's in shape. She's not overweight, and she's attractive, and and she can be yours for a certain price. Or if it was that obvious, then that's just not such a problem. But they want to scam you. Anyway, so these happenstance photos that aren't happenstance. This is a really good example of that again, where you see this posing, and here her face is turned, and the light catches her just right, and she probably took 50 photos like that with her friend. They typically have a helper. They have a helper that kind of walks around with them all the time to get all these photos done, videos and things like that, and help post all their accounts, help them manage this. It's a business. It's a lot of work. This specific pose I see all the time. I could go through several other accounts of people I know that are actually scammers. This lady, her stuff just fits the profile. I'm just picking on this account because I happen to know this person, and it fits the profile, and based on things she said, I'm highly suspicious, but I don't know this person's a scammer. But I've got other ones I know they actually are. This is a really overt picture here, and you'll get some of these. Some will do these, some will not. This one you can see her underwear showing a little bit, and it's a halter, very small halter top, very pretty pose. Again, she must have worked on that for a very long time. Some scammers won't do these types of poses. They'll just do the quote-unquote accidental stuff if their friend happened to catch just right, Here's an actual known scammer that makes a living off of this, actually tried to call me a couple times. And they'll send these little cute little animations and things, and then she has no idea I'm actually in Thailand. I take pride in the fact that they have not been able to find me. I've just ignored them, but very sad group. It's a a whole family of 11 people that do this as a business. Here's our actual account, so different social media. You can't see who this is by this blurred out photo or the name or anything. It's all been obfuscated. But you can see that the photo is quite pretty. There's some cleavage. The hair is perfect. Everything is framed in this photo. Oh, I was just driving. No. This took a long time. Her friend was sitting in the passenger seat, and they probably took 50 photos to get this one just right. They'll do this kind of thing. All the stuff just looks a little too polished when you pause to think about it and not get so excited. Okay, so that was an edit of the original video I posted. I wanted to make sure, and I went back and further obfuscated the photos of the one Instagram account. And then as a bonus, I added an actual known, 1000% sure, I can tell you, scammer. Her a little Facebook messenger message to me. If I can find one more, I think I might have one more from actually her aunt, who was contributing to this whole mess. But I'll throw that in there because her stuff was really textbook, But hey, you're here in Thailand, or you're thinking of coming here in Thailand, and as if you watch my other videos, love and money are just more overtly put together. It's just more overt. It's the same as America. If you think about it, it's really the same. If you stop contributing financially to your wife or girlfriend or whatever, see how things go. It isn't going to go well. It's just more overt here, and I like this way better. I've got probably kind of a low emotional IQ. I'm an engineer. Math was easy for me and all that stuff, and I'm not very good at all this other stuff. So I got gotten pretty good by the scammers. It can be challenging to tell the difference at first, because since you get this overt money and love tied together in the first place, and not every lady, of course, there's tons of exceptions. I've got friends here that have really, really nice mutual relationships, but when I landed here, my girlfriend and her family all of a sudden was all about money, but that's what they thought they were supposed to do. I let them know no, and that was it. They backed off. That was it. And I don't really have any money to take, so I'm easy. There's nothing to get. I've got. And that's the best thing. You don't want to worry. That's back to why you don't tell people what you have and how anything you have. Someone's going to be interested in it, and that's just unhealthy. But and again, these are all just red flags, and you see a lot of red flags. But you see a lady. You can go look at her social media accounts. One of the big ones, though, is the linking of the accounts. And you'll have a public ones, and then some of them, not always, but sometimes the last one or two can be private, invitation only, And they'll have so many friends. You can't go through the list of friends and see who's who or what. And then some of the names are in Thai, and you're going to have to read Thai, which is hard, and translating apps don't work with all that stuff because their names are like, a lot of the Thai names are virtually unpronounceable. I'm pretty good, and I can't say them. It's just insane. It's just a whole different world here. So, and the scammers take advantage. So, anyways, I hope this helps. Good luck.